Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
A late season battle in Minot between the Majets and St. Mary's Saints on senior night at Minot High School and on the PSP Network. We begin, as always, with the Valve Linton Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay in your car, drive through oil change service. They've got 15 minutes at any of the Valve Linton Oil Change locations in Minot or Bismarck. Find out more of everything you do online at VIOC.com. Alongside Melissa Spelch and I'm Owen Patterson on the call for today's matchup between the Saints and the Majets. Minot High currently sitting second in the West region. St. Mary's second to last, but there's still a lot at stake tonight and an upset possible.
Absolutely. You're home. You have senior night. That's tons of emotion in this gym right now. The seniors want to obviously go out on a win. And being in second place is pretty special for Minot High. And I'm trying to remember, last year I think they flirted with second, but were third pretty much, right? So this is a wonderful spot for them to be, and definitely to have a chance with their last 4 matches to possibly sneak into first. Tough task. You got to win, one at a time. For St. Mary's, I'm guessing that they have to gain some steam before the play-in. Right? Will they have a chance at a play-in, Owen, I'm guessing, right? Yeah,
does.
Everybody does, okay? So they want to gain some momentum. A win tonight in Minot would gain that momentum for them.
Well, let's just set up the matchup by looking at those West Region standings, all 10 of them. It's brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. Century is 14-0 in the West after a win over Legacy on the PSP Network earlier this week. They'll match up with Minot to end the regular season in what could be a battle for the #1 seed. Minot High is right behind them in second. Minot High still has to do a lot more winning to even get there. They're 3 games back of the Patriots to this point at 11-3, followed by Jamestown, Bismarck, Legacy, Dickinson, and Mann. And the craziest thing, we stand today with no more ties. Everybody is alone in the standings right now. Let the chaos begin again here in the final 2 weeks of the season. And then Minot, North, St. Mary's, and Williston, a bit of a distance between those 3 and the rest of the field. Those are kind of your play-in group right there. St. Mary's, really the battle right now is they're going to be playing in a play-in game no matter what. It's whether it's at their place or somebody else's is these last 4 matches.
And that is lots to play for, to play at home and kind of have your home crowd behind you, especially when you're wanting to get to the WDA.
And a look at the media poll came out on Tuesday afternoon. Not much of a change at all, at least in the top 5 teams that are in it. Obviously, there was some moving around thanks to that Metro tournament and some recent EDC results. Century still is the only West Region representative in the media poll this week, followed by Davie, Cheyenne, Horace, West Fargo. Bismarck High fell out from a tie in 5th place, no longer receiving votes. So just 5 teams this week, as it always seems to be, and only 1 team showing the West Region, or representing the West in the poll this week.
For about a decade now, right? Again, they are setting the bar in the WDA. But again, it's a wonderful opportunity for Minot High to have a chance in that last match to possibly sneak out a #1 seed. That'd be fantastic. But they got tons of work tonight to start, right? With all the emotion that's going to be happening with seniors night. I can't even remember mine and how that went. But I know that I was probably more fired up than usual. But then they have, they're at Jamestown, and that's always a well-coached team. They have Dickinson at home, I think, and then they're at Century. They're at Century for that potential #1. I tell you what, Owen, we might have to jump in the car and go and watch that one if it's happening.
Might just have to. We've got more of this Valve Linton Oil Change pregame show to get to today between St. Mary's and Minot High. We'll look at the keys to the game, the players to watch, and more next on the PSP Network.
At GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Keeping our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolling here from Magic City Campus Gymnasium with a look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. We'll start out with the St. Mary's Saints on this one. Spelch, a team that has some veteran experience out there, but also a lot of youth. And there's one particular area on the court where both of them collide to make something special for the Saints team, and it's right at the net on the kill and on the block. Senior and an 8th grader combining to do it for St. Mary's. They got to meet Minot High at the net today.
Yeah, Matea Messer as the senior 5'11" middle player. She's got 190 kills on the season, 25 blocks. She also digs the ball well, so she plays well in the back row. That's awesome. But then you have this 8th grader in Lily Ettinger, who, I mean, is obviously getting some invaluable experience here. Like, she gets to play in varsity. I think that's fantastic. Again, that's a testament to club programs and getting into camps young and really kind of coaching as well, noticing somebody having talent and kind of growing them. And her 6'3" height really does help, Owen. So honestly, I think one of the keys to the overall match is middle play.
And for the Minot High Jets, I know it's something you talk about a lot. It's nothing you can scheme up X's and O's wise, but keeping an even emotion throughout the season, definitely a key for anybody. Yeah, and when you're in second place and you really kind of have to, win out, really, to kind of hang there and really show some dominance in the WGA, you definitely want to win all your matches at home. And look for, obviously, Mackenzie Duffner. She has had an incredible career as a setter, if I can recall properly, a starting setter since probably being a sophomore. And so she really wants to be super successful tonight on senior night. You also have Eve Knutson out of the middle that'll be going up against Messer and or Ettinger. Look for Eve to have her impact that she usually does, 3 rotations in the front row. You have Camden Vardy in the back row as a libero as a senior. You have Jayla Hansen that gets some minutes. And you have Kara Lawson that possibly could get in the game. So look for those seniors to have an impact and to try and stay as level emotionally as possible for a big match like tonight. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to steal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today at 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. at Northern Plains Heating Air. Also kind of took out our players to watch as well. Got about just about everybody there. The players to watch is always brought to you by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order at Planet Pizza. You got another player to add?
Yeah, well, not a player, but I think it's an important point because I watched it. I think the last 2 matches that I've called is that serve receive is so critical to middle play offensively. Okay, if there is not a good pass to the setter and they're off the net, you can't run a middle attack. And so for these middles to be effective offensively, there's going to need to be good serve receive on both sides, which you obviously always want to be a great serving team to counter or create bad serve receive. So look for that to definitely impact the match. As always, serve receive and serving.
First serve is coming up next. Here's a quick look at this week on the PSP Network. Another interesting week on PSP. We've got 3 volleyball matches for you tonight. One right here in Minot, another one just south of town. South Prairie Max, #1 team in Division A volleyball now. They're hosting Stanley in a Region 3 battle. That's a region that we're going to have to do some homework on. Apparently, we might have that tournament. I think we might have that tournament later in the season. And then a match in Dickinson tonight. The Mavericks hosting Williston this evening in the Mountain Time Zone on the PSP Network. Then tomorrow, 4 football games. Legacy versus Mandan. Minot North at Dickinson, Minot High at Williston, and Bismarck High at Century for the West Region title. But then it's the real fun games on Saturday. 2 single-A playoff games on PSP Plus. You can find out how to purchase that at psp.network. Southern McLean at Velvet, Drake Animus, Garrison, and Ray Powers Lake at Killdeer. We'll have coverage of both of those on PSP Plus Saturday afternoon.
Which game are you calling?
None of them. I'll be
You're on vacation?
Well, no, I'm at the Herd. We got Minot State football going on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you do collegiate stuff, which is super cool. Good for you, Owen.
Yeah, that's this week on the PSP Network. The rest of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show is next.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
That your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Another reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. With 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people, they make local actually matter. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations across Minot and Bismarck. Also find out more of what they can do online at VIOC.com. A matchup tonight between 17 and 10 Minot High and 4-22 St. Mary's. And I think you look at the records just right away and you say, oh, this is a match that might end in 3, but I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. St. Mary's, they kind of bring something different to the table than a lot of teams. They obviously have the size. You were mentioning it during the break. They look taller than the, than the numbers that you put on the paper. It's just a different look for a lot of teams. The only thing is, this is a young team under a first-year head coach that has won only 4 of 26, but it looks like there might be a pretty high ceiling for the Saints team.
Yeah, high ceiling is right, Owen. And honestly, I am 5'6"3/4 on a really good day. I was always at least 5'8" or 5'9" on the program. So there's that answer. You know, Coach Logan is, I mean, she's trying to teach her kids her system. That takes longer than a year, right? Her system, her idea of mental preparation, as well as physical preparation, but with somebody who has the kind of level of experience that Coach Logan has with playing professional in Switzerland and Finland, you know, she probably expects a lot, and maybe they're just not that ready to give it this year, but they will as soon as they figure out all the things that she wants from them. But she's got some young players. She's got, I mean, just watching the warm-up, she's got some athletic kids. You can surprise people with athletic kids, right? But from my perspective, if Minot High comes out and plays as they should, you might see a 3-0 sweep.
As for Minot High, it's really kind of the opposite. A lot of veteran talent here. You already ran through the seniors. We'll see them more a little bit from now, but also a junior class that has been playing at the varsity level for a long time. You're kind of seeing what St. Mary's hopes is just a few years down the road, playing out for Minot, a team that's kind of sat right in the middle of the West region, and just this year playing pretty much in second position all fall.
Yeah, I mean, you have Gilmore that gets tons of touches and has really come.
Jamestown is next for them on the 28th of October, so a win today, a win tomorrow basically solidifies number 2 seed.
Oh, it does.
Sorry, on the 28th.
Okay, well that's awesome to play for, right? You're not going to stop playing after you get the number 2 seed, especially again if you have the chance to win out and possibly get number 1. I don't remember the last time that's happened for Minot High, and definitely all the competitors on the floor and Coach Gertson want that. They want that. They want that chance to play Century at Century and maybe surprise the state, right? So, but again, you got to take care of tonight and then the next 2 matches against Jamestown and Dickinson to have that chance.
For sure. This has been, again, the Valvoline Minton Oil Change pregame show. We've got more stuff happening on the PSP Network. It just dropped last night. PSP Primetime's 9-man and single-A football preview show. That is brought to you by Ackerman Esvold Construction Management. And well, we had a very informational discussion about some high school football yesterday. I think
Where was I?
Well,
why didn't I get invited to this party?
I think I made the right picks. The pick I didn't get right, though, was, of course, the Seattle Mariners beating the Toronto Blue Jays. So the last time we were on the air.
Canada. The whole country is on fire, ready for tomorrow night, you guys, in Toronto. I wish I could go, but I'm definitely going to be watching. I have a sister-in-law coming to town. We're going to have a blast, and yeah, I'll be watching every game as much as I can. Go Blue Jays.
You think they can beat the Dodgers?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Absolutely. When you have a whole country behind you and essentially, and they're playing well, right, Owen? Like Toronto's playing well. Yes, LA is too, and they have the best player that's ever played the sport and is surprising the world. But we just are a wonderful team, and we have great coaching, and our bullpen's going to be rested, and Vladdy's incredible, and oh man, Springer, did you watch that ball go out?
I sure did.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. But I don't know if we want to turn a little bit to seniors night here and catch a little bit of this. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we probably
what your
will.
Plans. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to bet against Toronto twice.
Thank you.
Now that I
Did
lost
you bet?
once.
Wait, did you bet with me on this?
I did. I said the series would be over pretty fast.
Okay, so what did we bet? We're going to have this on air so that everyone's listening.
I think it was that sparkling water drink that I have is the bet you made.
I would like, with Nick Holberg listening, I want a PSP Network polo.
All right.
A women's one. That's right.
The Blue Jays can take down LA. It's senior night here at Minot High. The seniors on the varsity roster. Eve Knutson, who you already saw. Carol Lawson, bringing her parents right now. You also have Camden Vardy, Jayla Hansen, and Mackenzie Duffner. Obviously, Mackenzie Duffner, a pretty big milestone as well recently. So kind of two ceremonies that we believe is happening tonight about that, cross the 2,000 assist mark. But this senior class altogether, it's really been a really nice last couple of years for Minot High volleyball, and it's been them pretty much leading the way.
Yeah, you know, again, it starts with Mac. Not only with the amount of time she's played varsity, but being in the setting position as someone who has played that position for a solid 10 years, really, really competitively and hard. Tons of respect for her and what she's done. And then again, it falls with some role players, right? With Vardy, who's got more time this year in the libero position, good for her. And you have Lawson, who's seen the floor a little bit with serving and some defense. You have Hansen, who's seen the floor a little bit. And then, you know, Knutson, I remember her having quite a great WDA tournament last year. And just, you know, they were a couple points short, right, from getting to the next round and getting to state. So, you know, I look for Eve and Mac, who see the floor the most, and Camden, to have a really, really good seniors night tonight.
And Duffner as well, on her way to the University of North Dakota next fall. Like some collegiate volleyball for the Fighting Hawks. Senior class for Minot High being honored today on senior night at Magic City campus ahead of their match today in WDA play against the St. Mary's Saints, a team they beat already twice this season, met up in a regular season match with St. Mary's as per the normal schedule, and also in the recent Metro tournament they took down St. Mary's, so this will be the third match of the year between them. Obviously you can learn a lot about an opponent playing them for a third time. I know in your conversation earlier today with Coach Chantel Logan, did anything come up about some game planning at all?
No, that wasn't talked about.
No insider information.
No, but I think I can say to you on this, it is tough to beat a team 4 straight times. It just is, no matter what the records show, right? But again, if Minot High, it's pretty simple. If they come out to play tonight and play their style of volleyball, it should work in their favor for a quick sweep. But again, St. Mary's, you know, you can't ignore 6-3 middles, right? If she gets hot, let's say, and Minot High can't get touches on the block, that could become problematic for Minot High. But again, you know, you got Fall and you got Knutson, they're ready to rock. They're just announcing here that Mac, she had 2,000 assists, I think, just a couple matches ago. And she just broke the record for the Minot High assist record. That's amazing.
Pretty special stuff there for senior center Mackenzie Duffner. You know, in that Williston game, she had 47 assists in a single 4-set match against the Williston Coyotes.
Good point there,
right
4 sets. Good point there,
yeah.
4 sets, right? Like, that's an amazing average per set.
Well, it's time now for the national anthem here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
For St. Mary's.
Pretty good stats on the volleyball court. She'll make the all-conference list, but she's going to play Division II basketball next year in Minnesota.
Oh, good for her. That's awesome. That's a nice
Duffner goes up to Gilmore, splits the St. Mary's defense in the back row. Majette's down 2.
Yeah, great service receive pass there by senior Kara Lawson on senior night.
Be another senior Camden Vardy at the service line now for Minot. In the middle of the Saints serve receive. You're swinging from basically their bench was Ellie Dirk. She knew she was way off the court, and that kind of aided in the attacking error.
You know what's interesting about Canadian volleyball? I had the pleasure of watching my niece play. She's a senior in Regina, and I watched her play last Saturday all day. It was awesome. A great final. They won it. It was fantastic for Auntie to be there. Is that, you know, when she plays libero, she can't serve. So that's what, and I always tell her, I'm like, well, in the United States, they can serve. And she's got a really good serve, so she played some defensive specialists, allowing her to serve. So interesting kind of changes from Canada to the U.S.
There's a kill from Kinsley Gilmore following St. Mary's kill from Matea Messer. Saints still in front 5-4, set one on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
What I'm seeing with the attacks thus far on both the left side and the right side is sharp cross court thus far.
Service error by Mackenzie Duffner. Saints staying in the lead. A substitution here, bringing in another defensive specialist off the bench, Sophia Meyer, and she'll go to the service line. Duffner goes way over to Everett Deshaw, led the team in kills in their last match, which was against Bismarck High, a 4-set win, and picks up kill number 1 tonight.
Yeah, well, that'd be number 2. She had that, back row. No, you're fine. Hey, I don't even really keep track of the stats. It's early on in the match. But that wasn't a cross-court kill. That was a down the line. She's going to have tons of success if she can continue to hit that ball hard down the line in position 1.
She get it again, trying to tip it over the net, but there is Lily Ettinger for St. Mary's to deny that. Eventually, the Saints will win the point, 7-5 St. Mary's.
Yeah, and there's Ettinger making a statement. If you're going to come with a tip of any kind, you better get it over her 6-3 block.
Ball stays in the back row for Minot. Deshaw's swing goes right out of bounds on the opposite side of the floor.
Serve receive, a kind of an issue here to start for Minot High.
Gilmore's going to keep that ball in bounds. Duffner from set up to Bedell. Dug in the back row by Messer. Second touch, the Saints sent it over the net. The Jets able to recover.
Beautiful set there.
Set up to Matter.
Nice job by Schlinger on that set. Perfect position, getting it out to the antenna and not tight, but just right there on the line for her hitter to be able to do whatever she wants with that.
Service error by the libero Link. Give a point back to Minot High, down by 3 here in set number 1. They haven't led at all in this opening set at home.
And there is senior Jayla Hansen. There she is, back to serve for Minot High. And she gets an ace.
Service ace for Minot High.
She practiced that the whole entire time before the match. That's a funny rule, Owen. I didn't play with that rule, so it was a tough one for me to understand.
Again, it goes off the net.
It hits the net, and it was side out. Nice dig there by Hansen.
Bedell looking to get going in this first set. Dug though by Schlinger. We're going to get a double hit against St. Mary's. Weiler trying to get the ball over the net.
And if you remember that new rule that I taught you, right, that second contact, she could have doubled that like she did, but as long as it stayed on her side, because it went over on the opposition side, the legend, referee, upper official, Janice Girding, can call that ball.
Well, Saints, a couple errors in this first set, but they are still leading the pace here nearly halfway through the first game. It's 10-8 Saints on the road.
And one of your favorite things, service errors, seem to be happening quite a bit here in this first set, which honestly, at that volleyball I watched in Regina, I said to my sister-in-law, I'm like, why are there so many missed serves? That should not be happening at this point in the season. And I'm going to say it here tonight, it shouldn't be happening.
Now there's back-to-back,
yeah.
One by each team, and we're back to a 2-point St. Mary's lead.
And for me, that's just a lack of focus.
Here's the freshman Matter. Play goes to Deshaw out of the back row. Count it for Minot High.
She's getting a ton of balls. She's probably gotten, of the attack balls, she's gotten at least 50%. Bedell, that's good.
On the line, counted for Brooke Bedell. And Minot High has tied this first set at 11. Again, they have not had the lead once.
Bedell's way back there. She's got a lot of steps in her service approach.
High serve receive pass over the lights into the rafters. It comes down for St. Mary's. A chance to win this point, and they'll get it. Ellie Dirk the kill for St. Mary's.
Yeah, again, a nice sharp cross-court attack, and we've mentioned Dirk's name a few times. Sophomore. Ettinger back in the front row. She almost just has to stand there, and her hands are above the net. Nice job, Knudsen. Nice job, and that was a split block. So I think that's something probably Ettinger is going to have to get better at, and that makes sense, right? Just footwork on blocking. Because honestly, if she can get to like 85% of the block, she's going to be so effective.
Tough play there on serve receive for St. Mary's. It'll lead to a Minot High ace in there. They have the lead for the first time tonight, 13-12, with Vardy serving.
Yep, senior Camden Vardy. I'm going to say that a little bit with more enunciation. Senior, because I mean, again, senior night is a special night. Nice pass there.
Short set up to Ettinger. Goes right down into the net, and Minot High will keep this run going.
So you have Fall, you have Hadley Fall, who's definitely an awesome workhorse for Minot High. She's up against Ettinger in the front row, middle to middle.
Serves it at the libero link. St. Mary's scrambling to get the ball.
Edge.
Messer sent a free ball over, but Hadley Fall knocks it down. A block for a point for Minot, and a timeout taken by the St. Mary's Saints. We'll step aside as well. This is a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. You're watching WDA Volleyball on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Plan or planning for farm or
the fastest broadcaster we got. Owen Patterson down the stairs, unplugs something, plugs it back in, gets us a screen, and he's back to call the game, everybody. That's amazing. What an athlete, Owen Patterson.
Well, back to volleyball we go, and that will be a point for St. Mary's. Hit the floor right in front of Everett DeShaw.
I should have videoed that. That was special there, fans.
I will say it could have been faster because came back before the ad break was done. Or after the ad break was done.
Well, don't say that to Nick. He might just set this up for us.
And there's another block for Minot High.
Fall's working hard in the front row.
That goes to Ettinger. Good dig there from Camden Vardy. So a good ball here for St. Mary's to work with. Dirk missed and entirely, and Minot goes up 16-13. If you've been maybe in and out of the stream here so far, Spelch to update some folks after that timeout. St. Mary's had the lead for a majority of this early stage of the first set. It's only been recently Minot High's gone on a run.
Yeah, and they just had to wake up a little bit on serve receive and blocking. Fall has kind of sparked them here.
Here's Dirk. That one looked a lot better off the Minot High touch for a St. Mary's point. Timeouts are brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Find them online at FIBT.com. One remaining for the Saints.
It was a good pass there by Vardy. Senior Vardy.
Meyer with a one-handed save for St. Mary's, but they just couldn't get it across the net. Great effort by Meyer on the sideline, but point Minot.
Yeah, and again, Hadley Fall for me is working really hard and having a huge impact here in set one for Minot High. She's sparked them with hard-working blocking. And you don't have to get like blocks for points or blocks down. Getting touches is what matters to help your defense. Sorry.
St. Mary's kill right there to, again, pull within two.
Yeah, and this game right now, this set is not being controlled by anybody, really. Just Minot High playing a little bit better.
Fidel times that one. It's dug by Messer. And the shot goes a little bit long from Reese Matter, who had the kill on the last point.
Dig there by Duffner. That's tight. That's a tough ball. Yep.
Led Bedell into the net. Maggie Meyer, another freshman off the bench, into the match for St. Mary. She'll be at the service line.
Yeah, she does a little bit of setting here for them.
Ooh, that set goes over the net. Still going to work for Minot High. Duffner sets the ball to the other side of the net. Yeah. Obviously, St. Mary's not expecting anything there.
Yeah, offense is just a little inconsistent right now. That's in. A serve for Everett DeShaw. Turning the corner here in set one for the Majets. 2016.
Fourth service ace of the first set for Minot High.
Oh, wow. Okay. So obviously it's either missing or acing. There's another one.
Up to 5, DeShaw with back-to-back aces for Minot High. And we've got another timeout on the floor, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Take another break here on the PSP Network.
That your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Well, the St. Mary's Saints hanging around here in set number one. They had the lead for a while in it, but down by 5 after back-to-back service aces from Everett DeShaw. Trying to fix things in their final of 2 timeouts in this first set.
Look for her to keep this ball in after a timeout. And she does. Nice job by the sophomore.
This time it's Bedell setting across the court to DeShaw.
Well, DeShaw's back row. She did not expect that ball at all.
And then Matea Messer allowed point there for St. Mary's.
Yeah, I think maybe there was a thought that she was front row, but that's Duffner, that's front row. Minot High needs to really pay attention here, and Coach Gertson definitely is going to have to look at this score. If they get another one, I'd be calling a timeout.
Reese Matter with the ace for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and Reese is way back there with her service approach as well. There's a good pass. And that's how you can run the middle.
Ends up with Eve Knutson, a kill on the assist from Mackenzie Duffner.
If you recall in pregame, right, to have a good middle attack, you have to have a great serve-receive pass. Nice job by Camden Vardy on that serve-receive pass.
So receive pass there for St. Mary's. Stays at the end line. They'll send a free ball over to Minot. It goes Vardy, then Duffner to the back row, and DeShaw. Nice swing. And this ball is going to end up over the St. Mary's bench. Link with a heck of a pass.
Another free ball. Go fast, go fast, go fast. There you go.
Duffner to Knutson out of the middle. Link another dig, but it's an overpass hit by Gilmore.
Really, really impressive. A couple different points. You know, DeShaw doesn't get the ball in like the traditional spot all the time on that back row attack, and she's able to adjust. Kudos to her on her athleticism. Loved how Duffner on that last free ball ran it fast with Knutson. Nice job. Gilmore with the finish on the overpass. And another ace. Look how Minot High's finishing this set here with a bunch of aces from DeShaw and Bedell.
Brooke Bedell with that one, put a serve pro set point on the board. It's 24-18. 24/7 Emergency Service and Training Technicians. It's Serve Pro.
Nice pass there. Nice block.
Messer is blocked.
Too many touches.
Was off of her twice. Knutson and Gilmore with the block for Minot High. 25-18 is how set one ends.
Yeah, it could be a move of the game right there. That's a huge block against somebody who was playing really well on Matea Messer. Nice job by Knutson and Gilmore to finish set 1 for Minot High.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Set 2 about to begin here in Minot. I want to thank a sponsor of ours on the PSP Network for making today's broadcast possible. Minot State University. More than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. I've made it my goal now that I do that ad read all the time to make it 97%.
Hey.
I want to be the 97%.
Well, you will be. You will be. From my time there, I have a former student in the house, and I'm just, again, so proud of him. I called him out the last match, but school resource officer with the Minot Police Department, Zach Myers, is over there, and I adore that guy, and he's doing some great things. Being the SRO here, such a wonderful leader and wonderful for kids. So I want to give him a shout out and to all of our service members at the Minot Police Department and the Ward County Sheriff's Department and obviously first responders with fire and ambulance. Thanks for all that you do. You do not get enough credit.
Set 1 goes to Minot High, 25-18 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. That's why they'll make managing your money easy. Find them online at bnc.bank. Again, kind of a hit or miss first set for us being on the air. I think there was a couple points that got missed there early on, but what did you like from St. Mary's? Obviously, the end of the set, things kind of fell apart on serve receive, but earlier on, they were kind of having their way with some things.
I love how you now know how important serve receive is. That really makes me happy. You know, the good things were Messer. She played really well. I'd be giving her the ball more. She is a senior, right? And as you go towards the end of your season into the playoffs, you want to ride your horses that have the most experience, and that's Messer. I give her more of the ball. They did a nice job serving. Minot High was struggling on serve receive. That was the difference. And once Minot High figured out serve receive and got more aggressive serving, and again, I got to give Hadley Fall. She was the spark plug with blocking, whether it was blocking for like balls down or blocking for touches. Awesome. And then she obviously kind of then sparked Knutson and Gilmore to finish the set with a block for a point. So look for her to have another impact and look for St. Mary's to put pressure with their serving on Minot High serve receive.
Not to mention 6 aces in the first set for Minot High at the line. Set 2 underway. Gilmore misses out of bounds. An attacking error, and the first point goes to St. Mary's.
It looks like I think there was a net violation, which means that that's point Minot High. Yep, and that was a really great serve receive pass for Everett DeShaw to Duffner. Gilmore just a little bit out, but again, net violation by St. Mary's. Senior Camden Vardy serving for Minot High.
Sir will get the ball right back from center Weiler.
Nice dig there by Lawson, senior Lawson. It's out, nice job by senior Vardy. Because her momentum was taking her towards that ball to include it landing on her foot. And she was able to pull back. There's some soccer athleticism there.
2-0 Minot High in the lead in set 2. Vardy does the serving for the Majettes. As serve receive pass goes out of bounds. Yet another service ace for Minot.
Yeah, really, that's what's happening, and they're putting the pressure on St. Mary's to play better serve receive.
Messer.
Free ball here for Minot High.
Play over to Matter. It goes Vardy, then Duffner, and fall on the Minot side. A whistle and another net violation against St. Mary's.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Obviously not frustrating for Minot High, but frustrating for St. Mary's for sure.
Especially having that first set kind of slip away at the very end. Service error by Vardy is going to give the Saints a point in set number 2. Serves away
Nice pass
to
there.
Vardy. Duffner sets up Gilmore, pushes that one over the block. Two St. Mary's players slide into one another. Gives a free ball to the Majettes. Duffner back to Deshaw, off the touch, had to save it. The Saints do.
Some nice defense here by St. Mary's.
This ball goes to Kinsley Gilmore right over that block. Had to get away quick before the height got in the air for St. Mary's, and Gilmore with the kill.
Yeah, I love that series of plays, right? Gilmore with a beautiful roll shot. If she can do more of that, that'll be effective for her the end of this year and into next. A nice back row attack by Deshaw, and then a nice little shoot set out to Gilmore by Duffner. And Duffner, and then Gilmore crushed it down the line for a kill. Duffner with the ace serve. Really, it's kind of amazing. They have quite a few ace serves. Minot High does in a set, probably in a quarter. And they're just like, St. Mary's is struggling now big time on serve receive. So effective offense here for Minot High if they're going to get tons of free balls.
Vardy saves the play for Minot. Still a free ball over to St. Mary's. What will the Saints do here? They'll go back to Mattea Messer with the kill.
Yeah, and that was a really great adjustment by Messer, because I think that set by Meyer was low, and she adjusts and sped up her approach to get a kill there.
Saw the replay thanks to Ryan Family Dealership. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. Saints down 2-6 in set 2. Shaw, a ball that was passed initially by Matter. It hit the speaker on the rafters. That's a new one here in Minot High.
Big swing by Deshaw on the left side, power side. Nice job by her. And credit to senior Kara Lawson. She's come in for a couple rotations and has played really good serve, receive, and defense, including a dig on that last play.
Tough pass here into the net. Up from Maggie Meyer, and the Majettes thriving off a couple of missed passes for St. Mary's in this second set.
Yeah, again, if you're Minot High and you're getting free balls, you really want to have an effective defense to offense transition. That's going to be needed throughout the playoffs. Good hustle by Deshaw.
Flipping over the net there. A pass that eventually does land on the Minot High side, but St. Mary's point.
Great pass by Gilmore.
Duffner sets up Bedell, put it on the Ryan Family Dealership's replay.
Great pass by Gilmore there. There was some soccer athleticism there. You got Vardy and Gilmore doing a nice job. Great set by Duffner outside to Bedell with the crush.
Blink with the pass and serve receive for St. Mary's. Messer kind of delay in the air trying to hit that one. Minot High stretches the lead.
Timeout
to 7, and we've got a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching WDA Volleyball on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
No halftime in volleyball, so a good time to remind you this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Moonlight Home Improvement, your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. If you've been putting off the basement, kitchen, or bathroom, or any interior renovation, now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network, you get up to 10% off on your project's invoice. Go to moonlighthomeimprovement.com.
Senior Jayla Hansen serving. Owen?
Out of the break, Minot High up 10-3 in set 2. Already a first set victory for the Magents, 25-18. Dirk gets the ball back from center Sophie Schlinger. That one's going to go out of bounds. Another point for the Magents.
There's a nice pass by Link for St. Mary's. Good hustle there by everyone.
However, Minot unable to get the ball inside of the antenna and across the net, so St. Mary's will get the points. I think a big comeback now in the middle of set 2, down 4-11.
Nice serve.
An ace for Sophia Meyer.
Kind of standard, right, to have a 3-person serve receive. I've seen actually more teams with 2-person. Alleviates any sort of communication barriers.
DeShaw gets back in position for the attack. Dug by Messer. St. Mary's is blocked. Now still have a chance. We go back to Matter. Dug by Gilmore.
Nice hustle there by
Link flies
Link.
for the ball.
St. Mary's working a little harder, if that's what coach said on the timeout. Nice job by her. And Bedell with the finish.
Another one for the replay reel. Brooke Bedell having a very nice second set for Minot High. Messer saved that one from going out of bounds. It doesn't matter anymore. That is an ace for Minot.
Yeah, and DeShaw having really a great service match behind the line there. Lots of aces thus far.
Off the net, St. Mary's going to keep it alive. However, not going to get it across the net. 14-5 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Again, this is a match where Minot High already 2 victories over St. Mary's this season. They just need wins like this to keep an outside chance at a #1 seed alive, but also
that was close.
Solidify the #2 seed in the West Region Tournament. Service error by DeShaw.
Almost painted the back line there, Owen. Look for Minot High to have a good serve receive pass here.
It's from DeShaw to Duffner. I look just fine from way up here.
You liked it? She got pushed. Duffner got pushed more to the middle, and Knutson had to make the adjustment. Duffner could have ran a back set there for Knutson. It was good. I don't know if you're ranking serve receive passes again. You want it at the position where you can run all 3 front row positions and obviously all 3 back row positions. So maybe a little bit better next time.
They got the point.
They did, yeah.
And Knutson kind of throws that one to the sideline. No count. 16-6 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, and that earlier discussion about how I used to practice setting reps, right? Like your ball's not going to go exactly where you want it to be to set it. So that's kudos to Duffner. And I mean, she doesn't have 2,000 assists and breaks the record just by getting the ball in the perfect spot every time to set it. Nice little dump by her there.
Schlinger, the setter, gets a chance to swing for St. Mary's. Here comes DeShaw.
Love that.
St. Mary's able to deflect that ball over the net a couple times. Now Duffner pushes it way to the corner. Oh, that looked like a line from up here, but it is called out. Again, we're on the opposite side of the court,
yeah.
so
and
we'll
I
take our
can't
word
see
for
very well, so there's that anymore.
We'll
Again,
give it
nice
a shot on the Ryan Family Dealerships
Do you see
replay. You're not going to.
Oh,
it's a yellow line. Well, that looked a little close.
We need a magnifying glass.
Service error there for St. Mary's Maggie Meyer. Already a couple aces.
Another free ball here for Minot High. Look for them to run an outside shoot. There you go. Yeah, and that's beautiful.
It's to Gilmore.
Yeah. Nice free ball pass. Duffner with the shoot set outside. Gilmore likes that shoot set. I think she talked about that. Faster, 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 she said in that MVP interview a few weeks ago. Crushes one down the line, position 1.
Messer gets that one through the block of Duffner and Fall. Lands on the Magette side of the net.
Nice pass by Lawson. Oh,
Gilmore works through the St. Mary's block.
Did you see how she hung in the air there? Let's play that again. Gilmore, that's some ability. She's up there for a while. Yep. At least a second longer than normal. I think she was a little early on her approach, but that's amazing and still gets the kill.
Ryan Family Dealerships replay coming up clutch right there for us, as always.
Nice dig by Lawson. That's
going out of bounds. Duffner with the last touch for Minot High.
And I love that Lawson's like, my bad, my bad. That was a great play to get that ball up.
Weiler for St. Mary's at the line.
With Minot High in control of this set for sure.
Already a long route to the volleyball. Keeps it up for Deshaw. Messer.
Good touch by Fall. Great touch.
Duffner
nice
sets up Gilmore. Where pass goes out of bounds. Another kill for Kinsley Gilmore.
And she's heading back to the service line. She's definitely stepped up in set 2 here, Gilmore. With some creative setting by Duffner.
20-9 Minot. Set 2.
Net violation there.
Against the Majettes.
What? It wasn't me. Fall's like, I didn't do that.
Pass led Duffner into the net. Tried to one-hand set that one back to somebody. Landed in between everybody. Service error by Messer.
Not as many service errors in this set. Right.
21-11 Minot looking for a 2-0 lead here in their third victory over St. Mary's this season. However, service error by...
Did I say not as many? I did say it. I'm sorry. It's not as bad as like kind of the jinx on hockey goalies when you talk about shutouts, but I don't know. I guess I'd have to talk to a hockey goalie like Nick Holberg.
I don't know if I told you the story of the worst broadcasting jinx I ever made.
Okay, I'd like to hear it.
Year.
Since we're having some service errors since I
3 in a row. All right, this might take the cake.
Put it in, Deshaw. Put it in. Okay.
Delax. Well, here we go. Let's just watch this.
Oh, it's out. Oh my gosh.
Well,
you better tell the story.
Here we go. At Delax earlier in the year against South Prairie, there's a rotation violation against South Prairie. I said this is something they can sort out pretty quick. Took about 10 to 15 minutes to get that match going up again.
That's out too?
Oh my goodness.
Are you serious? Is that 5?
5 in a row service errors here.
No excuse. Back in the day, we'd have some sort of consequence for that. Look for...
Well, here we go. Kara Lawson.
Kara Lawson, senior, put it in. And she does. And she had a good serve there, a nice deep serve. They're going to get a down ball here. There you go, and she gets the dig. Nice.
Duffner sets up Knutson. Evaluated the court pretty well right there, but Messer covers the ground.
Great dig by Gilmore.
Ball in the air, and Gilmore's going to get the tip kill.
That is an impressive dig by Gilmore. That ball is basically at her shoulders because she's creeped in a little bit. Gets that dig, gets the set, and tip kill. We have Serve Pro set points.
Quite a few of them for Minot. A service ace.
For Kara Lawson. Look at her, she's excited, the senior.
Second set riddled a little bit with service errors, ends with another Minot High service ace.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, The work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Rental start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Network Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to... Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms, and watch for next week's Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. If we can make an impact in that community, we will.
Big congratulations to this week's Aggie Foundation Player Performance of the Week. Mandan High School running back Noonpa Kirky ran for 280 yards and 4 touchdowns in the game that Bryce and I did on Thursday night.
280.
Yeah, 280 yards.
And what's his name?
Noonpa Kirky.
What a name!
Yeah.
He's got a great name. 280 yards. I mean, there's many football games where offenses don't even have that in total.
Pretty much, yeah. We had literally thousands of votes for this week's Player Performance of the Week. It is a hit.
Love it. Everett Deshaw to serve. Set 3 for Minot High, and they're up 2-0.
Overpass.
Hey.
Bedell is going to take care of that.
All started from the serve of Deshaw. Nice job by Bedell. 280. I'm kind of just doing one of these. I don't even know what the record is in the NFL, but
this is really going to blow your mind.
Ready.
There's a play for St. Mary's, though. Goes to Messer.
Nice dig by Gilmore. Good approach there by Deshaw.
Messer again.
Yeah, Gilmore's playing some solid defense and passing. She's done some nice job. Nice job as a soccer goalie.
We had a net violation against St. Mary's there as Bedell's shot goes out of bounds. 2-0 Minot. Kirky was one of 2 players that had 280 rushing yards on the same day on the PSP Network.
And they were both, I'm guessing.
Not on the same team.
Okay.
Not on the same team.
But they were both MVPs.
No, actually, no, they were not.
What did that other guy have to do?
I guess they just lost. There's a point for St. Mary's. It's 1-2.
I think it was, what is it, Jean-Paul Giguère, if I remember, the only hockey goalie to get the MVP, the Conn Smythe, and the Stanley Cup, and he didn't win. But I mean, you still have to honor great play. But I hear you. Well, congratulations to that guy that got 280 and was an MVP too. Wow, nice set there by Duffner.
But all Brooke Bedell here in set number 3, getting a lot of the sets from Duffner.
Yeah, Bedell and Gilmore getting a ton of sets, as well as Deshaw. That was a really great set by Duffner. She's past the attack line there and has to set a nice set to power for Bedell. Great job. That's a good serve there by Lawson.
Way into the corner. St. Mary's unable to get that across in 3 hits. 4-1 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Set 3, and the Jets going for the sweep. Once this one goes final, I have the Plan Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, beginning with an interview with our Sport Clips MVP.
That's in too. Look at that.
Link,
good hustle by Link.
Another long run to get the ball, but teammates had to go even farther. It's 5-1 Minot.
There's going to be some subbing in here, and we don't have this kid's number, but
we do.
Oh, we do.
Yes, we do.
Oh my God, you're opening the secret folder.
Sydney
of names.
Kukowski,
Hey.
sophomore defensive specialist.
There she is. Thanks. Nice set by Duffner there.
No,
Great
is
block.
blocked by Messer.
Messer and Weiler for St. Mary's. I mean, really, the difference in the shift in this whole match really is about serve receive. St. Mary's is super struggling. And kudos to Minot High on some aggressive serving. They got a ton of aces this match. Great pass there by Deshaw. Great serve receive pass by Deshaw. Awesome little back set by Duffner to senior Eve Knutson for the kill. And she's going to go back there and serve, which I don't know if she serves a lot, if I recall.
Not a whole lot.
There you go. Look, she's going to get an ace. Look at how excited everyone is. I think I was right on that call. She doesn't get the ball much at the service line, so she's pumped as a senior.
Hardly ever in the back row for Minot High.
So she's going to play a little defense here, too. That's awesome for her.
The Jets up 7-2 on senior night.
Got to go. Play it.
Playable
There you
off
go.
the basketball hoop. That's what you don't see on your screen. Here's Messer, gets a second shot. This time it's right down. Point for St. Mary's.
Yeah, I think Messer was a little upset there that ball got put up. Awesome job by Lawson and Deshaw to make a play on that, but she came flying Messer there on the right side. Nice job by her, and she's back to serve.
Saw it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Service error for St. Mary's senior Mattea Messer.
Ooh, that got lucky there.
Sophomore Kukowski off the bench, kept it in. Duffner to Deshaw. There's a good dig for Kukowski.
Hands, there you go. Inside shoot. Nice job. St. Mary's block is working hard. Look at it again.
Look at a free ball out of it.
And she might get a, oh, where do we go?
Goes to Dirk and a miss.
That's going to happen a lot in the next 4 years for St. Mary's. Ettinger all over the place getting blocks. Minot High stuck with it.
The 6'3" 8th grader.
And they just lost their scoreboard. Everyone's losing scoreboards tonight. What's going on? Is it already? It's getting close to Halloween.
I think it is.
Let's see. We should time this on how long this will take.
Well, we can just tell
Since
them the
you
score
brought it-
from up here. Oh, there we go. Hey, we're back. 9-3.
Oh.
It was so fast you couldn't even get the timer out, so I don't know what you were talking about there.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't 15 minutes.
Here's Duffner at the line for Minot.
Whoever the magical worker is down there, nice job. Again, a great dig by Gilmore. She's playing some solid defense.
Shaw tips that one into the net. Point back to St. Mary's. They lost their scoreboard, so we're going to lose ours for this third set as well.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No. I believe in us.
Well, Spelcher, it is the truth. We have lost ours.
Have we really? So, you know what? I bet you when they went to plug in, I bet you there's some, like, chord confusion down there. Well, let's talk lots, Owen. Ball's up here. Cameron Vardy sending over a free ball for St. Mary's.
And you're into the net. Another attacking error, this time on the St. Mary's side. It is 10-4 Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's all just about timing of that slide, and just more reps are needed. And she gets it again.
Ettinger.
Yep. And I gotta give the setter credit, right? Schlinger there, I think she's like, hey, I gotta work this young attacker in, right? I gotta give her confidence, and misses the first one, gets the second one.
Gilmore passes to Duffner, who sets up Bedell on the far side of the court. That one's too long.
Ball slightly off the net there, but still Bedell's got to keep that one in.
Link at the line for St. Mary's.
Nice.
Shaw off the net. I don't think there was any touch. Point for St. Mary's.
Either I really can't see, or I'm thinking everything that's on that far line is in and it's getting called out. Oh.
Vardy was there. Gilmore, he said something and Vardy backed away. It was a ace for Sophia Link of St. Mary's.
So a little run here for St. Mary's, getting
8-10.
themselves back into this set. After, I think it was like 9-1, it felt like, or 9-3. 9-3 when the scoreboard went out. That's in.
Kill for Reese Matter.
It's amazing how the momentum shifts in volleyball. What needs to happen here is leadership on the Minot High side. Nice serve receive pass there. Great dig by Messer for St. Mary's. That's out.
You know, our Northern Plains here, keys to the game for Minot High was even emotions. We're going to get a point here for St. Mary's due to I'm assuming a net violation against Minot High.
There was touch, and I don't know.
Oh.
There wasn't a block anywhere near. I didn't see it. We don't have the replay.
Not at all.
I'm going to tease you now. I mean, really, I thought everybody was way off the net there, but saying touch, it happens in the game of volleyball.
So we're even at 10.
Yep, that's amazing. Good on St. Mary's. Nice set there.
Bedell tips it over the block, just around the diving effort of Sophia Meyer. So as I was saying, the key to the game for Minot High was even the even emotions today.
Yep.
Obviously, you handily win set 2 after really running away with set number 1. Kind of feel like you're just going through the motions here to take away set 3, and now all of a sudden, it's a tie game.
Yeah, and you can't do that in the playoffs at all, Owen. And in this last stretch for Minot High, they can't have those kinds of lapses because really, really good teams are just going to come at them harder. And really, before you know it, all of a sudden, you had a lead and now you're down big. So look for Coach Gertzen to kind of address that and look for Minot High here to get back in it with their serving. Nice block there by Knudsen and Bedell.
Time to hit goes over the block and in for Reese Matter. This is set 3. Minot High is up 2-0. They took the first one 25-18 and the last set 25-13. Pass goes under the net from Deshaw. An ace for Maggie Meyer.
And St. Mary's has tied it up again, Owen, here in set 3. They're hanging in there in this match.
Back-to-back aces for Meyer.
Might be time for a timeout here soon for Minot High to. I bet you after this serve goes down.
Instead, it's a service error, so Minot High will get the point back. We're even at 13 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by BSN. They create exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. Contact your local BSN sales pro today in western North Dakota.
Nice dig by Vardy. Finish. I got to say, Duffner is setting the ball outside really well tonight, out on the left side or the power side. She's giving Bedell and Gilmore some really, really great looks out there.
Service error as we come back from the replay by Everett Deshaw. Talking about Minot High's upcoming schedule to
what do we got?
Way down the line, maybe clinch the number 1 seed, at least hold on to the number 2. St. Mary's, some important matches still to go with 3 remaining after this one goes final. Vardy passes to Duffner. Sets up to Shaw in the back row, and it's a kill for Everett Shaw.
Yeah, and that is so, I have not seen a whole, I mean, some of the Division I teams for sure, but I have not seen a whole lot of right side back row attacking. So Deshaw's gotten really good at that, and that, besides it being difficult for her to do, it's hard for the defense to kind of see where the ball's coming from because it's so abnormal, right? And she hits something sharp cross. It's pretty special, and Messer's had an answer tonight. Yeah.
St. Mary's and Minot trading points right now. It's 15-all in the third set. We're speaking about St. Mary's upcoming schedule. Dickinson next, and then at Legacy, a couple more tough matches, and then home against Minot North. There's a chance that could be they could be playing each other back-to-back games just in the play-in.
Okay, the last WGA game, conference game, and then possibly the play-in. Gotcha. Nice dig by Lawson. Knutson with the big play, going with her shoulder on that swing. Nice job out of the middle. Quick set.
Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Mason goes to the bench.
That's out. You know, so I keep saying, like, sometimes I call it on the air, it's in, it's out, because I've seen so much volleyball and played so much volleyball, I can just tell by the angle of the shot whether it's going to be, honestly, in or out. That's why, and then sometimes I go, ooh, because balls that were close that I think were in, you know, are called out. That's tons of volleyball watching.
Is it easier to see this high, or is it better on the court?
I mean, again, you know, you'll find this out. Your eyes kind of fail you with time. So it's much easier for me to see up here. When I was playing and coaching, I could see from the floor and obviously see, again, an approach, the arm swing, the angle, all of it. To be able to call a ball in or out. Lines judges loved me. Mackenzie Duffner, the senior, back to serve for Minot High, and they're up 2.
18-16 in the third set.
At a critical point here. Nice right side set by Duffner to Deshaw. Outside, yep. Little off speed there by Gilmore.
Let's watch it again.
What I mean by that, she didn't have a full kind of wrist action on her follow through. She just kind of wanted to get that over to between position 4 and 5. Nice job by her.
She's averaging just about 12.5 kills per conference match this year. Attacking error by Dirk and a timeout by St. Mary's. 2016 Minot High close to a sweep at home of the St. Mary's Saints as the regular season comes to a close in just a couple of weeks.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
First International Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built to the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Post-game show coming up as well. It's brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. But first, a couple more points here in set 3, unless St. Mary's has another big comeback in them. Down 16-20. Another shot that's going to go out of bounds. Minot leads 21-16.
Dirk has some ability, definitely. She's a sophomore, right? So she's got tons more reps. She's just hitting a few balls out this match.
Well, on the floor right now for St. Mary's, 2 sophomores, a junior, 2 seniors, and an 8th grader. And there's the 8th grader with the kill, Lily Ettinger. Look at the bench, it's a lot of the same. We've seen plenty of freshmen enter the match. Reese Matters, Maggie Meyer. They've had some nice plays today. Here's the junior Sophia Meyer at the line.
Nice serve receive pass there by Vardy. Great set by Duffner, and Gilmore has really come alive in the last set and a half for Minot High.
Most all of this Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel in set number 3 has been Kinsley Gilmore, who serves now for the Majettes. 22-17 in the third.
Ball tipped out by Schlinger. Point Minot High, and they have a 6-point lead here in set 3, 23-17. Ooh, that was
going out.
Wants to play a little more. Bedell with the finish.
Help out the teammate, pad the stats a little bit.
and you have match point.
Brought to you by Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. Using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration, it's Serve Pro. 24-17 Majets for the match. Finger dug by Gilmore. Vardy passes it back to Kinsley out of the back row. Messer passes hit out of the air by Schlinger.
Oh, calling it.
Violation against Minot.
I think a net violation. The dig itself wasn't going to be called there. Oh, and it was a net violation, so still match point.
6 of them still for Minot.
Little off-speed shot by Deshaw.
Link, the libero, sets up Matter. There's Bedell for Minot. She's blocked by Schlinger, but Gilmore keeps the play alive.
Gilmore's played great defense this match. Fall with the work like she did in set 1. There it is.
Saints can't save it, and Minot High will pick up a sweep of St. Mary's today. 25-18, 25-13, and 25-18 in the third and final set. Post-game shows next on the PSP Network.
Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
It's time to start our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show on the PSP Network. The Minot High win in 3 sets over the St. Mary's Saints today. Big match coming up for Minot High, but to talk about our match today, how it went, Leslie Spelchin is down courtside with our Sport Clips MVP, Mackenzie Duffner, history maker in the Minot High Majets volleyball program. Take it away, Spelch.
And we're on. Thanks, Owen. Here with senior Minot High setter for multiple years, Mackenzie Duffner. How are you feeling after a senior night win here at Minot High?
I'm feeling really good, honestly. It feels great, especially like last year when we won against Legacy. That was a great win. But to win it as a senior, it means even more because it's like we did it for each other and everyone put it all out there for the seniors. And it was just great. Like you got to serve today. She never gets to serve. It was great. Kara got to serve. It was awesome all around.
You honestly, I thought, were most effective on the outside tonight. I thought your outside shoots were phenomenal with Gilmore and Bedell. Talk a little bit about that involvement with those 2 hitters, and then a little bit with Deshaw on that right side back row attack. It's something that really not a lot of teams do, and nor a lot of teams see. So talk about those hitters and those sets.
I feel like we just have a great all-around team. It's really good because at the beginning I like to feed Everett a little bit so that I can open up my outsides a little bit more. Like there was one where I kept feeding Everett and she kept getting kills, and then on like the same play in the same rotation I shot it out to Brooke and there was absolutely nobody there. And it's just like it opens up the opportunities for everybody, and I'd rather give them a one-on-one opportunity or an open net instead of having a double block.
It's kind of like setting the run game in football, right? And then you obviously can do a play action and send it down the field. Really, and honestly, let's talk a little bit about your setter IQ. Like as a player who's played varsity, I think 3+ years, right? Like, how has that developed for you here with Minot High and in club? Talk a little bit about that, because that's not, I mean, you can teach a lot of things. It's hard to teach volleyball intelligence, so talk a little bit about that.
It just really depended on the coach I was with. Like, I grew a lot over the years with all the coaches I have, from Jesse to Nicole to going out to Chicago with like Steven and all that kind of stuff. And it just, continuing to play volleyball all year round just helped me develop more of an IQ for like certain things, like when to dump, when to send certain people, and also like seeing where like the block is at on the other side.
So 2,000 assists you hit, that's a wonderful milestone. You broke the Minot High assist record, and you obviously will continue to jack that up, so maybe it's kept for a few years.
Yeah.
Talk about your evolution, really, and getting to these milestones, and let's talk a little bit about the hitters, right? We had talked about Gilmore, Knudsen, Deshaw. I mean, obviously you had Czar and you had a few others. Talk about all those hitters that really helped you get here.
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't have done it without any of them. And like, I couldn't do it without anyone on the team. Like, you can't get a set without a pass, and you can't get a kill. Like, you can't get an assist without a kill. And so just like everyone throughout the years, we've had like a great lineup of hitters that I would just run with each time, and it was wonderful. And I just can't wait to see like where we end up at the end of the year.
Look at this, what your team's doing. Mackenzie Duffner, player of the game, senior. Lots of records tonight. 3-0 win against St. Mary's. Smile at the camera, everybody.
Thank you, Spelch. The picture was waiting too long. They had to dump into our camera shot there for the Sport Clips MVP. Mackenzie Duffner, 2,000 assists, a program record here at Minot High School, and another nice performance today and a victory over the St. Mary's Saints. We'll have the rest of our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show after this. 3-0 Minot High, the win.
Financial plan, or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
We continue our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show. Shots Crossroads is post-game headquarters. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads today. 3-0 in the win. Minot High over St. Mary's. They win it 25-18, 25-13, 25-18 on Senior Day. And part of the 2,000 assist picture down there, Spelch.
Did I get that? That's pretty cool. I'm kind of lucky. I mean, kudos to obviously Duffner and all of the effort she put in. But if you listen to the interview, right, like she really just thanks the team, right? She thanks the team for all the things that have happened to her and obviously the records. And then here comes her team and they swarm her. Like, really kind of so symbolistic. I love that for the entire team. Hopefully they can kind of take some of this super duper energy and take it into Jamestown and take it into Dickinson and then possibly Century. So great job by Minot High tonight as a whole, coming a little sluggish to start set one, but came alive with serving and then just took off.
Yeah, plenty of big matches to go for Minot High. Their next one on the 28th of October. It will take on the Jamestown Blue Jays on the road. If they win, they can clinch the number 2 seed at that point. And then, of course, that road trip to Century to end it. But from what you saw tonight, team total for Minot High, obviously the first set, they were trailing for the most part, had a good run to win it by 7. Second set just dominated. The third set was kind of the same as the first. They had a lead, though, gave it up, and eventually pulled away at the end. So, I mean, you look at the box score, just the numbers, it looked like a pretty comfortable win for Minot High. There were still a couple learning lessons.
Yeah, like I talked about in that set 3, they're going to have to clean that up. They can't allow a team that they're beating by 5 points to come back in it. And that was a pretty big serve-receive lapse there. It wasn't hitting errors, it was just serve-receive issues. So they got to clean that up going into the playoffs. But they really, that set 1 was kind of most impressive for me because they just weren't playing well, but they stuck with it and didn't get it too out of hand for St. Mary's. And then they just went on a serving run. And I really think their serving's going to be really important in these next 3 matches. So, you know, if I'm Coach Gertzen, I got him back at the line, and that's, you know, a good portion of practices coming up.
Of course, for the St. Mary's Saints, defeat today, their 3rd loss to Minot High this season. Still some important matches for their standing as well coming up. Dickinson is next at home. You can catch that game on the PSP network. That's Tuesday. A Val Livingston Oil Change pregame show at around 6:30. Probably more like 7 is what it turns into most nights here. But they'll be at home against Dickinson on PSP. And then, of course, the big one, November 4th. Against Minot North, a game that's essentially the play-in before they play the play-in against the Sentinels at home. St. Mary's, some big wins still on the table for tournament seeding.
And honestly, that's kind of if that's what the play-in is going to be, is that last conference match, that's kind of a win for both, right? It's kind of a warm-up. You're going to be kind of testing a few things on how to beat that team. If you don't win it, you don't win it. But, I mean, you also want to host, right? So if that very game, that last conference, makes a home game happen, then you really want to win.
Yeah, St. Mary's will need to win at least 2 of their final 3 matches in order to host that play-in game. And, of course, would need Minot North as well to lose out for the final 3 matches of the year in order to get that play-in game at home at Tony Wald Court. But anyway, it looks like they'll be the 8-9 seed, whatever it is, depending if Williston can pull off some upsets as well. But that's all hypothetical.
Yeah,
Living in
still lots of volleyball
today, Minot High, a 3-0 win over St. Mary's. Time to hand out our awards, starting with the Sport Clips MVP. We already talked a lot about Mackenzie Duffner already in the post-game show. She takes home the MVP award, a chance of the Aggie Foundation Player Performance of the Week as well.
That's super cool. And I got to just say one thing about that, Owen. There was just a large contingent of people that came specifically for her. And I just saw the photo, and that's really special because it does take a village to support a young athlete. So really, tons of credit to Mackenzie and all the family and friends that she has had supporting her to be a quality athlete here at Minot High. And other seniors definitely had support. So I want to give again a shout out to Eve Knutson, who got to serve.
Yes, got an ace too.
I love that. Yeah, she got an ace, and she's not going to forget that. And Lawson got to serve, and I love that Duffner brought that up, and Vardy and Hansen, and then again Duffner that rounds out the seniors.
As for our Magic City Home Leisure move of the game, they would like to remind you that it's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop in Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway. You'll find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team that can help you find a perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Magic City Home Leisure. Kinsley Gilmore's name was floated around in these moves of the games quite a bit. Could you pick maybe just one of them?
Yeah, well, she played really good defense in sets 2 and 3. Like, she was getting some balls. As a soccer goalie, I totally now understand her athleticism. I want to give it to her and Knutson with that set 1 block for a point for the set point. I thought Fall set the tone and brought them back in it with her hard-working blocking, and Knutson and Gilmore would be the move of the game in that set 1 for the block for set point.
Well, that just about does it for our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show tonight. Again, we have a lot of high school volleyball still on the schedule. No WDA tournament coverage this year, which means it's the last time we're covering Minot High this year. But a couple of very important WDA matches still to come. Bismarck at Century on Tuesday. Dickinson at St. Mary's on Tuesday as well. And then you go to the final week of WDA play. We will have that Minot North at St. Mary's regular season contest Tuesday, November 4th for you on the PSP Network. And on the same day, Dickinson at Legacy on PSP. So still a lot to watch, just not the Magenta on the PSP Network for the rest of the year. And, of course, that West Region tournament should be a lot of fun down in Mandan.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Congratulations to Coach Gertzen and Minot High on a successful season thus far, and they have lots of work left to do here to possibly creep into that one spot.
It has been a while since they qualified for state. That's what's on the line in Mandan in the middle of November. Well, for our great crew putting on today's show on the PSP Network, my color commentator,
Owen Patterson,
Melissa Belchin. I'm Owen Patterson, repeating your final score for the final time. Minot High 3, St. Mary's nothing. Tune in for some high school football tomorrow night. And, of course, on Saturday, PSP.network is where you'll find that. Hopefully you'll join us then. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh? Sport Clips. The pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.